Hello and welcome to another LEGO Train MOC showcase video. This is another Thomas character. This is Arthur. If I'm ever in the mood for building another LEGO Train MOC, 99% of the time, it's a tender engine. But if I wanted to build a tank engine or a diesel or something a bit different, chances are it's going to be a Thomas character. But at the same time, that gives me a lot of creative freedom to build something different, like a tank engine. And sometimes, like this model, it just comes out so right. Some of the Thomas characters that I have made don't have faces, and whilst it's a preference to really kind of have a face so you recognize it as a Thomas character, sometimes it's not necessary. There are some models where it's better if you just left it as is. A bit more realistic in terms of its overall look would just be so much nicer. This is absolutely one of those models. I mean, I'm keeping the camera at this particular angle because, well, look at what I've built. I've never been so happy with a tank engine MOC ever before in my life. The wheels I am using for this model are all standard from LEGO themselves. You can go onto Bricklink and find these in a couple of stores. And it's nice to use something a bit more relaxed in a way. I don't really ever get to use red wheels, and it's nice to be able to, rely on something a bit more sturdy and a bit more sound, because third-party wheels, they're not 100% perfect, but because these are more reliably designed by LEGO themselves, it was so much nicer to kind of just use these. You know what I mean? When it comes to putting on those axle rod pieces, the fit and finish is just that tiny bit better. So that makes this feel a little bit better as a model. Looking a little closer at the side tanks, you can notice that there is some sideways building in order to achieve the desired look. Looking a little closer, you will see some red trimline tape as well. But overall, this was a really cool shape to build, and it was interesting to learn how Arthur's basis is a combination of two different tank engines, both very similar in look, but it takes elements from both, and combining them into this model was actually quite fun. I honestly think the rest of the model kind of speaks for itself. This is one of those models that I've made where I would rather just look at it than try to explain anything about it. You can see all the lining details, you get an understanding of the basic shape, and it's a character that is actually quite loved with the Thomas fandom. It's something that works in people's headcanons, but as an overall locomotive design, this was so much fun to build because I was getting excited as I was going into this model. I thought, oh my god, this shape looks really good. Oh my god, I can use these pieces. It became a really exciting build. And honestly, I don't remember the last build where I was excited to build it in the same way as I was for Arthur. You know, the Giants and the Express coaches I've made in the past, that's all one thing, but those are things I kind of wanted to make in its own way. But Arthur was exciting. And there we go, that is everything for this MOC showcase video. Thank you all ever so much for tuning in. In the description you can find a link to my Discord server where you can chat with like-minded fans of LEGO trains and Nerf blasters. Also in the description you will find links to my Instagram and Flickr pages for some sneak peeks and behind the scenes action. Keep an eye out on my community tab for polls and updates. Thanks again for watching, folks. Be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. I will see you all in the next episode. Bye-bye.